Hello there, my name is Faiz. Today I will share with all of you on how to do a simple website using Codeigniter and Bootstrap. So I have already put a Git repo inside my own. I will give you this link. So what's there in my repo? In my repo, it got a Codeigniter framework, a PHP framework that is easy to use actually. For me, it's easy to use. And then the component, not the component, it's a Bootstrap. Yeah, this one. So if you go to the Bootstrap, you can see there's a lot of templates actually. Yeah, it's some kind like a template lah, but you can use it to create a stunning website. You will have a navigation, something like this, or you can have a panel. Yeah, awesome panel. So what we need is the Apache server. We install it. For me, I'm using mem. Already installed in my PC. Mem, it will run the PHP file as a server, so you can do a local host slash what is your website, something like that. So if you want to publish it in your website, you just buy a hosting and then publish it there. So let's get started. Now I open my mem. Okay, this is the mem interface in the Mac. I created a folder in an empty folder in my desktop. So I point my mem into my folder, a new created folder, so we can do a clean website there. Now I will go to download my repo here, download it as a zip, put it in the desktop. There you go. Then extract the zip file we got. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so I open the zip file, copy all of this. I think it's missing something. I actually have to, never mind, just copy this folder, open up here, paste the folder. Let's say I want to name the folder to be this website lah, testing. Okay, so since our server is already set up and running, we can test the server. Localhost testing. Yeah, there you go. This is a simple website, haven't fully configured yet. So after we configure, it will be a complete website, a simple complete website. And then now we will go to the what we call this we call this as a text editor for programmer. So I'm using Komodo. This is quite easy to use also. Now I open my directory, desktop, my folder, the folder name, then open. Now you can see there's a lot of folder here. There's a application folder. This is the basic Codeigniter folder, and then the system folder, index, and it should have another one, should be htaccess. Never mind, I will configure that after this. Then this is controller. This is the view where we want to set the why so many, home, index, header, footer, about, yeah, something like this. And then the main, no, never mind. Okay, the main controller. Whenever the website is load, it will run this index. Why? Because when we go to the configuration and then open the roots, never mind. So when we open the roots, the default controller is a main controller. So this is the main controller for Codeigniter. So every main controller, it will run the index first. So nothing there, it means that it will run the index. So this is my website title. as you see, there's a my website there. This is a my website, so it will generate there. Why it generate there? Because I pass all of this into a variable and put it into the view. So the view will run this meta title in the header, this one. So how it works, open the header, there you go, there's a meta title. So if we set the meta title, then it will echo the meta title. That's why it will give you this one, the website. If you didn't set it, let's say I remove this, and then it will give me the default, so you can set your own default there. Yeah, so that one is as easy as 1 2 3. So I'll uncomment this back. So I will create a new page, public function. Let's say I name the page to be about. Then the title, about page. Oops, it's not that. It's var. Var. Meta description. And then about page. Okay, then this load view about. So I will pass all of this variable into the about page. There you go. Then I will open the roots back. This one, I will add another root route, about main controller slash about. This about is actually the main controller and then the function name. So we call this function name into the main controller slash about. So whenever we go to the about URL, it will run this function. So it means that it will run this filler, and then it will load this view. So about the view, close this one, we open the view folder and we create a file name about.php. So this about.php is the same as this one. Now when we go to the about.php, nothing is there. So let's say we type testing. So whenever we go to the testing here, let's say about, yeah, see, there's a testing here. Yeah, so why it didn't appear something like this, quad style? So because we haven't include the header and footer. So how to include this header and footer? We can view the home.php. Never mind about the error because I have opened this one before this. Okay, the header, we load it like this. It means that we just load the header.php inside the home page. So we want to load this header into the about page. How? This load view. Then call the header. Why it is like this? Because whenever we load the view, it will always point to views and then header. Let's say you have a folder. Let's say I create a folder there, and then you just put a folder there, folder and header. Let's say you want to put the header inside the folder. So now I didn't put the header inside the folder. So I call the footer. Yeah, Commodore always give this one. Footer. And div class container. Okay, container, this one is a default Bootstrap container. What it will give, it will give you a set of center live div starting from here. So if I debug this one for you, you will see that container, it will give you a center content. So this is generated by the Bootstrap. See this Bootstrap. So Bootstrap, I already call it in the header. So when you download this, is already there. See, yeah, Bootstrap is already there. So when we call the Bootstrap classes, something like, let's say I want to call a panel, or I want to call a navigation, or maybe I just copy and paste this one, it will automatically works here. Yeah, I will show you some. Okay, let's say the about page. Now I have the container. I want to divide it by two because this current layout got two layout, left and right. The sidebar on the right. Now if class column lg9 content about here, and then this class column lg3. Okay, this column lg3, it means that I am using the component, not component. I am using the, go to the top, go to the CSS. I am using the grid utility. Um, Responsive, I think. Go grid, something like this. So this call ng, it means that it will use a grid. We can set a 2 or 3 or 5 or 12. 12 means is the full layout. Yeah, this one. Sizing 3, 2, 4, something like this. So in the sidebar, let's say this is a sidebar. This whole div will be a sidebar. So I want to put a panel inside the sidebar. Div class panel default. Put a comment there. Div class panel heading sidebar. So instead of div, usually I will put like this. Panel body means that there is a content here. So when we load the about page, so there is a sidebar there. See, this is sidebar, this is the panel. So I want to make this as a link, and it will be a bit pretty. We will use a component. Go to the list. Where's the list? List group. This one. See, this is quite a pretty list, or we can do something like this. So what should I do? Just copy and paste this one. Yeah. So I will write it for you. So we will not use the div panel body. So we direct use the ul class list group item, and then li class list item. Inside that got a link href home page, and then another li class. I have to put the list item, if not it will not going to give you the correct style. Href about. So we can see in our page now. Oh, not yet. There's something wrong there. List gt. Oh, still not there. List item. Oh, list group. Oh, it's a invite versa. Haha, silly me. List group item. Then voila, we got the link. It's a pretty link. Probably I want to style the sidebar to be in blue color. So I just change this panel default to panel primary. and then we will get a blue color. It's quite a nice one. So probably we need some spacing or a title in the top. Then I will put a H1 about and put a HR break. Then we will get a nice looking sidebar in the right and content in the left. So how do we get to this page and how do we get to that home page back? Easy. Go to the href and use the Codeigniter function. Echo base URL. Base URL means that it will go back to the testing page. So when we want to go to the about page, we just fill in the variable inside the base URL. So about is come from this about. So when you write this about inside the base URL here, then it will give you the correct page. About. Yeah, we only see this sidebar because we only use the panel inside the about page. I will tell you how do we make this sidebar into the all page we want. Okay, now we got the home page and the about page. When we click the about page, it will stay there. If we click the home page, it will go to the home page. Now, how do I make this sidebar into the home page? Now, go to the things. Let's say I want to use the whole of this column to be the sidebar. I cut it and then I create a new file in the view. Let's say I name it sidebar.php. Then paste all of the column there. Save it. Now go back to the about the PHP. Reload the template there. PHP this load view. Then the name of the file sidebar. Now we copy this sidebar and put it in the home PHP. So this call LG3 will no longer there. Put the sidebar. Load the sidebar template there. Then when we refresh the home page, there you go. When you click the about, we will go to the about page. When you go to home, about, there you go. Now I want to style it more. Let's say I want to generate a few text there. I will use Lorium Ipsum. I will put a few character or a few dummy text there. Let's say I will generate 5 paragraph. Yeah, enough for me. There you go. Copy and paste all of these text and then put it in the about. So this about content paste. So we got a lot of the text here. I put BR here. BR. And then save. Now go back to the about page. Now there you go. It's quite beautifully aligned too. So we go back to home page. Yeah. Now what probably we want to style a bit in the home page. Let's say I want to create the panel in the home page. So div class panel primary div class panel heading welcome, and I will write something there. Panel body, so welcome aboard. Refresh the page and then we get the panel. So this is already a website, a simple website. Yeah. So this is it lah. Thank you for your contributing and waiting for me to explain too much to you. Alright, bye bye.